The show you don't want your mom to hear.
Unless she's featured on it.
Quinn's Afternoon Army on 95.7 The Hog.
Daytona's rock station, Quinn's Afternoon Army, and I'm sure you can tell by the music, it is a special edition of the show today, Stacey, as we get ready to roll into the weekend. It is Mother's Day weekend.
We are celebrating, for a lot of us, the most important woman in our lives.
Absolutely. Both of our moms we love very much. You became a stepmom later after my daughter was in high school.
At 16.
Yeah.
16.
It was rocky start for everybody. That's true, but it got better, and now we have an amazing relationship.
Yes.
So an early Happy Mother's Day to you as well.
Thank you.
And also for our four-legged babies here at the house as well. Now, throughout the show, we will be doing rounds of good news, bad news, because that's usually how it goes with your mom. You're going to say, hey, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news as well.
Well, of course, you always have to soften the blow.
Well, here we go. First one, good news and bad news. Stacey Ryder.
Good news, you can finally get a haircut. Bad news, I'm going to be the one doing it. Might not be good.
Yeah, I don't know. You see Scotch tape? That's for bangs, apparently. They can do it there and get a straight line.
Bowl cutty.
All right, I do another one here. Bowl cutty. Hey, Mom, good news. I would love to come to your house for Mother's Day dinner. But bad news, you need to learn Zoom to make that happen. My mom's not even on Facebook, let alone getting on Zoom.
Oh, no, that won't happen.
Yeah, I don't think so. All right, and one more right now.
Mom, good news. You're going to be a grandparent. Bad news, I adopted a tiger.
'Cause I saw a tiger, now I understand. I saw
Nice heartwarming for Mother's Day.
It is heartwarming.
tiger saw me.
Tiger saw Mom.
Tiger saw Mom, stop it. The Mother's Day edition of Good News, Bad News. A question for you, Stacey. When you were growing up, we were talking about it earlier off air, about how, and when you're a teenager, I think everyone goes through that phase where you're not best friends, let's say, with your mom.
Oh, no, and I was probably a handful.
Well, can you think of the worst fight you ever got into with your mom?
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. You say that to someone and you can go back to that exact moment.
I don't necessarily remember what it was about, but I remember the outcome.
It did not end well for me at all.
100%, and that's usually how it ends up, right? You never get one over on your parents. When you're a teenager, I don't care if it's mom or dad, you think that you're going to do well in that fight. That fight never turns out well at all. Heads up, kids. I'm just telling you. All right, next round of good news, bad news, Mother's Day edition. Here we go. Good news, Mom. I got reservations to your favorite restaurant for Mother's Day. Bad news, though, they closed last week.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
All right, here we go. Good news, Mom. I ordered you something on Amazon for Mother's Day.
That's sweet.
Bad news, it's been delayed because it's coming from Wuhan, China.
Yeah, watch out, Mom. All right, and last one for this round. Good news, Mom. I finally got a job interview. Bad news, forgot to wear pants. It's Poison on 95.7 The Hog, Daytona's rock station. Stacey, do you know that there's actually talk of them bringing back Rock of Love?
No, really?
Yeah, Brett Michaels is thinking about wanting to bring it back. Think about someone's mom being on that show, because you know that's going to happen. But even better than someone's mom being on the new version, I think it's better to think about someone being a mom now, but they weren't when they were on the old version, and then it comes back up on TV, and they see what a whore their mom was in the early 2000s.
They're just sitting there on the couch one day, and boom!
All of a sudden, you see your mom in all of her splendor. Okay, we've got three more good news, bad news for Mother's Day. Here we go. Good news, Mom. Even though there won't be a ceremony, I'll still be graduating from college this year. Bad news, the degree is useless, and I'll still be living in your basement.
Good news, Mom. You're finally going to be a grandmother. Bad news, the social distancing thing, you're probably not going to see the kid until they're 18.
And finally, Mom, great news. I got you flowers. Bad news, you have to take the mask off to smell them. And Mom, why are you wearing a mask in the house? It's just us. That's weird. Special edition of FU Notes as we roll into this weekend. There were a few things ready to go down and didn't happen. Stacey Ryder, are you ready with your first FU?
I am.
Hit it.
F you COVID-19. There were some pretty special events planned for this weekend that were set to start today, and we're missing all of them. It's made today a little bit sad.
All right, and just so everyone knows, yes, of course, welcome to Rockville here in Daytona. But Stacey, you had an event outside of Washington, D.C. that for 15 years has been raising millions of dollars for professional firefighters and the entire community. And because of the COVID-19 shutdowns, this is the first time in 15 years it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to be here today, but hey, next year, bigger, better, and stronger.
That's the plan. All right, give me the music. F you 15-year-old me for not realizing how cool my mom really is.
So true.
She's a badass. I
Oh my
would not
gosh.
mess with her today at all.
That makes two of us.
All right, and finally,
F you to you,
To
Sean
me?
Quinn. Yes, to you. I can't possibly follow up that last one. Seriously.
to both moms, we love you.
Happy Mother's Day.
If you take a child of the 80s and feed his brain a steady diet of MTV, Cracked Magazine, and pro wrestling, this is what you get.
It's Quinn on 95.7 The Hog.